Whelkclam, your little shoes and social birds, your resources will guide our your brains will adapt to further voice, your thinking is too shallow and selfish.
Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Mighty Clam Presents. And today I want to show a little trick that a few guys have discovered on our server that since then has been in widespread use, and it is simply how to avoid those pesky attack ships, those hostile ships that come and attack you whenever you enter a hostile area. So if you're hostile to the Federation, then a trained warship will come and attack your miner, which is a real pain in the backside, but there's a simple way to avoid it that works across all three faction areas and the new augment faction area. And I apologize that this video has come quite late, because actually I wanted to upload it a few days ago so that you could mine data more freely. So I haven't got round to uploading it, and for that I do apologize. But simply put, I don't know whether this is a bug or a glitch, as some people think it might be. I actually prefer to think of it as masking your warp signature. And for those who are Trekkies, I love Star Trek. Whether it be Voyager, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, you'll always hear about ships warping into a sector of space and only to find the warp signature of a second ship was masked behind the warp signature of the first. And that is all we're doing here. I'm going to send in my attack ship first, my Kumari, followed by my North Star. The North Star will arrive last, and therefore its warp signature will be masked by that of my Kumari. As long as your first ship is arriving 15-20 seconds ahead of the mining ship, which is the ship we actually want to remain in this area without being attacked, it's perfectly doable. So let's watch. So you see here that my Kumari is going to arrive some 3 minutes time, and we're counting down. 3 minutes 7. The North Star will take 3 minutes 8 to get here. So round about now is when I want to be warping this North Star, so it will arrive behind the Kumari. Of course, you don't have to wait 3 minutes, because with the magic of the internet we can fast forward this. But you can see my Kumari is going to be a good 20 seconds ahead of that North Star. So if we check this ship, you can see the Kumari is arriving at the destination, and the North Star is 20 seconds behind. In the meantime, the Klingons are now locking onto that Kumari, and they should arrive anytime soon. So we'll pan around and watch for that attack ship. By the way, this is also why sometimes you can warp into a busy faction area and not get an attacker. That's because somebody else has just warped in ahead of you, because this doesn't matter whose ship it is. I'm using 2 of my own ships, but it could be somebody else. So that Kumari is now in the sights of this trained fighter. You can see him there, level 27. He's got me in his sights. Let's just move around just to make sure it has locked onto the right ship. Yep, he's following my Kumari, so it's time to make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. In the meantime, that North Star, totally safe. Off he can go and do some mining. Now the second tip I want to show you, which is very useful for the second half of this augment event, is how to use those trained fighters, those bounty hunters, to your advantage. You warp into a system, they target your ship. Somebody else takes out that bounty hunter, you lose 3 points in this event. and the bounty hunters stop targeting you. How do we get the bounty hunters to keep targeting us? Simple. Warp the ship to the edge of the system, on the side of the system that you know that bounty hunter will arrive from. So if I send my Kumari here, takes 1 minute to arrive, at the edge of this system, I know in Terra Lara, which is in the augment area, that this particular side of the system is where the fighters come in from. So those bounty hunters will come in through the out of bounds area, so nobody else can target that ship, and then that bounty hunter is now my bounty hunter, as it was anyway. But sometimes you might not be the first one to get to that bounty hunter. Now, of course, you're going to turn around and say that you can kill more ships in that space of time that the ship is sitting there doing nothing. But this is good if you want to go AFK. So you want to go and make your dinner, park your Kumari there, gather a few points while you're busy with real life. Not a problem. However, remember what I said earlier about warping in at the same time as another ship. This is a problem when the faction areas are very busy, as has been the case through every Hunting the Hunters event during this whole fortnight of Into the Darkness. So sometimes you might have to warp your Kumari in and out 5 times, which kind of defeats the purpose of saving time, because you're having to spend time to get the Suliban bounty hunter to actually attack you. But as you can see here, my Kumari is sitting waiting, and we're going to give it a few moments. I don't think I saw the message at the top of the screen, so I might have to warp out again to get this to work. So as it turns out, I did have to warp that Kumari back in. What I did was I quickly moved it into the adjacent system, and now I've moved it back again. The system I chose was to the south, so that the Kumari warps in at the point that I want it to, because otherwise it's crossing halfway across the system. I'm just going to quickly speed up the repair on this Botany Bay, because I'm just going to also show you that the first trick works in the augment area as well. So we're going to get that Botany Bay mining safely after this Kumari has taken out a few Suliban bounty hunters. So we'll just sit there and wait for him to be attacked. Eventually, takes maybe a minute, the bounty hunter should appear in this striped out of bounds area. And that way it's completely safe from attack by any other hunter. And those 3 points will be yours, or in this case mine. Here he is. You can see him coming in via the out of bounds area. He's targeted my Kumari. The little circle has flashed to show me that it's being targeted. So there you have it. That's how to easily leave your Kumari or Vaklas or whatever ship you're using to fight these hunters and get those points without anybody else interfering. So you can see in this clip that my Kumari is warping in 10 seconds ahead of the Botany Bay. Don't know why those ships have already arrived, even though the timers are ticking down. Another bug that Scopely needs to get its finger out its backside and fix. But anyway, that Kumari has arrived 10 seconds ahead, and if we just sit and wait and watch and enjoy the music, it should be targeted. There we go. Level 32 in its sights. Kumari is toast. Move the botany bay out the way. Yep, we can see that it's not going to be attacked, so that botany bay can go and do some mining. And that Kumari can go and warp in for some more bounty hunting. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. And again, I apologise that these hints and tips have come a little bit late in the day. Hopefully you'll get some use out of them in the next day or two before the event finishes. Enjoy, peace out, clam on, and get the beers in. If you've enjoyed the music, then please visit my SoundCloud page. The music is all created by me, so if you want to have a listen or make your comments down below, please do so. See you next time.